We are back. It's been a whole month. Parenting in 10 is back tonight, and I have a guest for you guys. I'm excited. I have Miss Tranelia Grady. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm excited. So I'm going to get right into it. Let me just introduce you. Miss Tranelia is a wife, and she is a mom of 2 beautiful children. I've met them. Amazing. Outlook. Her educational background, y'all, I'm not worthy, okay? Her educational background is in accounting. In accounting, she has her bachelor's and her master's, correct? And is a business in accounting?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm not good with money. That's not my thing. That's a gift, okay? But that corporate life was not for her. She was like, nope. It was boring, and she found that out way too quick. And she's a mom, and she wanted to be the best parent she can be. So she decided to kind of switch gears, stay at home. In the midst of her staying at home, she's got a lot of, I don't call them side hustles. These are businesses, okay? Which I didn't know. So you make and sell body butter or body butter, and is it called Queen Tea Boutique?
Yes, Queen C's Boutique. And it's a hair and body butter.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all hear that? And the reason why you started is because your kids had eczema, right? So you wanted to come up with something. Wow, look at that. And you decided to be more home with your kids. In the midst of that, you came up with these different businesses. And one of the things that you are very passionate about is helping a lot of women, moms especially. I know that you do some, you watch children, you're helping these moms out navigate through life. And then to find out that you are working towards your certification, right? To become a lactation counselor, and you are also now a peer counselor.
I am.
Wow. And you help a lot of moms out there with breastfeeding and helping them. And we got a chance to talk about it before. And y'all, I was amazed by it. And so you work with, or you work with the organization Reaching Out Sisters Everywhere, Rose, ROSE. Is that correct?
Our sisters everywhere. Yes.
Awesome. And so I'm excited about that. You're doing a lot. So you got rid of the corporate life and found out that that's not where it is. And so you are a stay-at-home boss mom. So I'm excited because tonight we're going to set the record straight. I was a stay-at-home mom, and now I've kind of went back to that because I took my business and I went full-time. And so we got to set the record straight, because I think a lot of people think stay-at-home moms just sit at home, watch TV with their hair in a bun, and that's it. That's stereotype. That is not true. Not true at all. So I'm going to go ahead on into the first question. First question is, since we kind of brought it up, what are some of the stereotypes that they have in a stay-at-home mom? What kind of things do you hear or have heard? And again, she's not speaking for everybody, but we're going to set the record straight.
Stereotypes. I mean, ideally, people think if you're a stay-at-home mom, you sit home and you do nothing all day. You drink mimosas and have brunch with your friends. Then you pick your kids up from school or daycare, and you may throw a dinner together, and that's it for the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Not true. Or there's the stereotype that stay-at-home moms are not independent. So I hear a lot. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom because I want to be independent and have my own money. You can. I capitalized on the things that made sense for me. The things that, I had a passion for. My babies had eczema. Why not make something to help them? Exactly. And in helping them, I've helped other people. So it helps your hair stay moisturized. It helps your skin. So I'm like, why not? Other people can use this too.
Exactly.
And then my passion for helping moms, that drove me to the breastfeeding and the nannying and keeping kids in my home. So my hustles came easy, and I have my own money. It's like, yes, my husband supports me. So that's great. But, some husbands do not support like mine, and I understand that. But my husband supports. So he makes it easy for me, but I have my own. You don't have to give your independence to be a stay-at-home.
I think you hit 2 points on there. One is the support is a big thing. A lot of moms who do stay at home don't have that support, and they feel like they can't do what we're doing and getting our business doing out there. And I think another point you brought up that I like was being at home kind of get your mind to clear about from that corporate world. You can't think. I've done both. You can't think about things at home and what you want to do when you're working for somebody, which is nothing wrong with that. Especially if you know it's not what you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you had time to think, and you realized you made a business because your kids had eczema, and nothing out there is working. You want that natural stuff. You don't want stuff that they could put
Right.
in that's poisonous or whatever to the body. And like that's amazing to me. You know what I mean? So I think you hit two key points on that right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm
So
an intentional parent with my kids. So it's like, okay, I don't want to just buy these things out on the shelf that you don't know what they'll do 20 years from now, like baby powder. I thought it was fine.
yep.
It's like if I know what's in it,
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm giving my kids.
Exactly. And you
You
know
know what you're
the
giving.
side effects. You know
Mm-hmm.
that. Yes. And I love that. So what you're saying that with all the stereotypes, there's also some challenges that you face because now you have two kids. So you have to still be a mama. You got to be a wife. You got to be a sister, a friend, business. You are wearing a million different hats and you don't really have time to wear the Tranelia hat all the time. So what are some of those challenges that you faced running those businesses, being a stay-at-home mom, and how do you deal with that? How and talk to those moms out there who are where we are, where you are, and they're like, it's challenging. I can't do this. What kind of things? What is challenging, and what do you do to deal with that? What kind of advice can you give them?
So in the beginning, when my kids were small, I kept them home
Mm,
mostly. I mean, I did some contract gigs when my oldest was, when my 7-year-old was a baby. So I did do a little bit of home daycare for him.
mm,
But other than that, I was home with them while they were small, no daycare. And it was hard,
mm,
especially once I had baby girl. It felt like I was stuck with being mommy
mm,
24/7 because when they're little, they're so demanding.
yes.
So it was hard, and not having family support near besides my husband, it was hard because he works hard
Mhm.
to make sure that I'm able to make the choices that I make and be able
Yeah.
to come home, you know. So it was very hard, and being making sure that I was okay
Mm-hmm.
was a big deal. Sometimes you have to be not selfish. People look at it as selfish if you take a moment to yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
it is needed. Self care is needed.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to think about what I need, what relaxes me,
Mm-hmm.
because day in and day out, you're taking care of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to take care of you.
And you find out you're snappy too when you don't. Well, for me, I can say for me, I'm like, okay, I know I need to reevaluate. I know I need to put on that hat for me because
Uh-huh.
I'm going off on my kids, my husband, because that's when you realize you need that time for yourself. And you're right. I think you hit something that was so important. We feel, and I think we just wired our brains that way that it's selfish
Hmm.
to take time for yourself.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
selfish not to. Like,
it is. And it's like when you don't take that time for yourself, you don't give yourself the opportunity to be you, to do some things that you enjoy, even if it's a long soak in the tub and a
yes,
dessert without the kids.
yes. Without them saying,
Sometimes you
"Mommy, let me have that."
just
No.
no. Sometimes you just need that little bit of time.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
then once my daughter got old enough to go to school that I felt was old enough for her, because everybody's
Mhm.
definition is different.
Yeah.
So once I felt that she was old enough to go into school and my son was in elementary school, I felt a relief of I
Mhm.
can do the things that I need to do. But I
Yeah.
made that sacrifice for my family because I know my babies needed me during
Mhm.
that time. But now it's like, okay, now I get to be me.
Mhm.
Now I get to do my time. And when they were small, my husband would allow that. If he works Monday through Friday, Saturday morning, I would get up early and I would
Yes.
go all day
Mhm.
doing me. I
Yes.
needed it. I
Mhm.
needed it. And we have to give ourselves that time.
I'm gonna throw a curve question in there. I'm gonna
Hmm.
throw a curve question in there. So you mentioned like your kids were old enough definitely to go to school, which that is such a blessing. What about those moms who are homeschooling? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Care is still needed.
Mm-hmm.
Like homeschooling is a hard job. They are
Yes.
with you 24/7 beyond the age of 5. That is
Mm-hmm.
hard work. You're teaching them. So you do
Yeah.
adding another job.
Mm-hmm.
So, my kids go to school. So I'm still tutor and main teacher.
Yes.
But you are the tutor, the teacher, the PE
Mm-hmm.
teacher,
Nurse,
the
gym,
cafeteria lady.
everything.
You are everything. So
Yeah.
you really need your time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have some type of support, whether that be friends, your spouse, a family member,
Mm-hmm.
even paid help.
Yes.
You need to be able to push back and enjoy you. Do some things that you enjoy. Self-care is so needed
And I
because it
love that.
refreshes you.
Yes.
I've gotten to the point that I've been so frustrated with all the moving parts of everything that I just need
Mm-hmm.
my time, and I go
Mm-hmm.
away and come back, and I go
Refresh.
as a frustrated mama and come back renewed and refreshed,
Mm-hmm.
ready for whatever,
Whatever.
with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
with my husband. Just, you need that time to refresh.
And I love what you said too. When we take that time to refresh, it's like I don't know, it's just like you need it. And I think a lot of stay-at-home moms who do have children that are homeschooled, they always like, well, how can I do it? How do I get the time? You just gotta make that time. Like I have 2 kids that are in school and I have one that's homeschooled. So I have a mixture of both. And you just gotta make time. You just gotta do it. Like you just have to, you rip the Band-Aid off and just do it. And I love what
And
you
a
said.
lot of the times we think about other people more than us, even when it's outside of our kids and our family. It's like, okay, well, yeah, maybe they're busy. You never know if you don't ask.
That part.
They appreciate what you do for your family too. They see it.
Mm-hmm.
So more people are willing to give you that break that you need.
Yes.
So, a lot of times we lean on one person, our spouse or our mom or a friend. And it's like, sometimes you just don't say what you need.
Yeah. Oh,
And we
that's
have to recognize what we need and be vocal about it.
Yes, that is so
And
important.
recognize the support that surrounds you, because a lot of times we don't see the support that surrounds us. We only see one person. In reality, you have a village already around you that's waiting to help.
But you know what I think too is that stigmatism is, I don't want to bother them. They got their own stuff. I don't want them to throw it back in my face. Will they be able to take care of my? It's that thing I think that's hard for us. I'm gonna say for me, I can't speak for everybody. For me, I'm like, I don't want to bother nobody. They got their own stuff going on. And a friend of mine this weekend, she said, sometimes we got to humble ourselves. God puts us in a place where we need to humble ourselves and accept the help. You don't know how that's going to bless you or bless somebody else too. So you do have, and I have to get better for myself to use the people around me. Use my village. And I love that because I'm not good. I'm at fault for that. I'm not good.
I know that this is what I have to do, and I do, but I honestly don't do it enough either.
Yeah,
I don't, because I also think they're busy. They have their own lives. They have work. They have their own kids. They don't have time to help me. But it's like I said, you have to ask. And I found that anytime that I've just said, okay, I need this, and ask, no one's ever turned me down.
Look at that. Because I
don't ask, and it's like they love us. These people that are around you, they're there for a reason. If they're still there, they're there for a reason.
And like we put it in our head that they don't. We're telling them how do we know what they can't do? We're making that up,
Right.
I love that. I think that is some great sound advice and some great things that you said. And I love the fact that you do that, like you nanny, you do those things, because when you do that, you're helping these other mamas out, and they can be with someone that they trust their kids with. They don't have to worry. I think, to me, that's just amazing. You're blessing so many mamas out there, and that's something I admire you for, and I love that. That is awesome. So I'm going to switch it around a little bit. You have a couple of businesses. So tell us what your businesses are. And out of those businesses that you do, which one really just has your heart in, like, this is it? Because you went, and a lot of people, you get all these degrees in something else, and we turn around and do a business of something totally different. You did accounting to way on the other side.
Right. And like, accounting is not, I love numbers. I love the critical thinking that accounting is, but the repetitiveness isn't for me. And then with the family, it just does not work.
Yeah.
I can't do those strict days, times, and still fit in what I want to fit in. I want to be the one to pick my kids up. I want to have that initial conversation when they come home from school. So that's what I want. And I had to step back and say, I'm going to be their primary contact. So let me step back from the wanting, because, initially that's what I wanted. I went to school to get that. And I was like, that's not conducive to the family that I picture.
You're in
the family that we want to have. That wasn't in the picture. So when I stepped back, to take care of them full time as babies, I started helping other moms that were in that same situation, but they were dealing with not having the luxury of being able to say, I have enough support to stay home.
Yeah.
That some people actually have to work. And I mean, that's just reality. And I'm like, okay, I realize that these women have to work. I can help them because they're dealing with issues with childcare. And most of them were as short term as a couple months to years that I've babysat in my home. And it all stemmed from me wanting to help other women like me. And then came the hair and body butter, because eczema. Let's help other people too.
Yeah.
I'm helping my kids.
So why not share those?
Let's help other people. Right. And then the breastfeeding thing, it stemmed from my struggles. I struggled the first month because I didn't know support was out there. I didn't know where to find valuable support. Like, everybody's had friends that may have breastfed, but they're not able to give you that one-on-one and that educated advice. So I didn't want to be just that friend that was giving regular advice, because I was giving advice for years. I wanted to know what I was talking about. I wanted to be able to help you to have a successful journey, because people get told time and time again that, breastfeeding hurts. You can't do it. Somebody told me that. Wow. You won't be able to do it. It hurts too bad. You're going to give up. But that's cute that you want to try.
Wow.
And yes, I struggled. Thought about giving up, but I knew why I was doing it. I was doing it for them. I was doing it for us, our bond. So I stuck with it. But other women that receive my support and educated information are able to do it, and they have confidence in themselves. Like, I can do it, especially if you're here to help me. If you can help me navigate the issues, I can do this.
Exactly. I love what you were like. You have that personality, and I seen it. Just from what you said, you told me I can't do what. Now watch me drop mic and do it.
Right. Like, that's my personality. Like, huh? You said I can't? Okay, I'll show you how.
I love that. I love that confidence, and I think that's something as women, we, not even if you're a mom or not a mom, as women, we got to have that confidence. Don't let anyone tell you what you can't do. At all. And Tranelia is a perfect example of that. She got like 15 million businesses, y'all. Okay, and she doing the thing. So don't give up. Do it, and don't listen to the negative naysayers. You can be a stay-at-home mom. You have support. Those are some of those stigmas people hear in a stereotype. You don't have support. You're not going to do it. You're going to get lazy. And hello, I'm a business owner. I'm at home. I'm flexible with my kids and doing my business. Are we lazy? No. We doing our thing. Okay, so everybody need to just get that out their head. So how and where can we reach you at? Like, promote that to us. Where can we reach you? And I will definitely put the link down too that you give me and your information, but just tell them where we can reach you at, how we can contact with you.
So I mean, you can contact me through Messenger on Facebook or my Instagram. My Instagram is Miss TL Grady. Facebook, I'm Tranelia Grady. For breastfeeding support, I have a link and a flyer with a QR code that you can get directly to my registration for that breastfeeding support. And I offer 8 weeks of free support for any new mom within those first 2 weeks. And I also offer extended postpartum support for breastfeeding. And for my nannying and babysitting, you can just contact me via Messenger. And what
about the butter, the QT?
Oh, the hair and body butter. That's Queen T Boutique on Facebook.
Okay, I gotta get that. I'm gonna put all the links down so y'all, because I'm gonna have to check it out myself. Because all my kids have eczema, so I'm gonna definitely check it out. So
my babies have no visible eczema on them at all.
Okay,
and baby girl's hair is down her back.
I'm gonna
My
need
hands
to
cramp up. I remember.
I'm gonna need to get some of that then, because these edges. I'm gonna need to get some. Okay, I'm gonna check it out too. So I'm checking it out. I want y'all to check it out. I will put the link there. Tranelia, I appreciate you once again for coming on, doing this for me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Is there anything you want to tell the great parents out there?
You can do it.
You got this. You heard that? You can do it.
You gotta have confidence in you and give yourself time.
Yes. Well, thank y'all so much. This was Parenting in 10 live with Miss Tranelia Grady. I will put her contact in. I appreciate you guys. This is Inel with Pals Consultants. And guess what? You are amazing. And you what? Got this. See y'all later.